Do you have yours?
Have my what?
All right. I'm asking for a paycheck from parents.
You're asking for.
Yeah. Does she have one for me?
You got to make sure you bring enough for the whole class, Pete.
That's the big PPPs, the Paycheck Protection P's program, the big PPPP.
PPPP.
Peas, can you tell me about the PPPP?
I think that
No.
it's protected under P's segment. No.
Peas, I like how you look like every satellite jockey on CNN. You know, it's like you're coming to us from you. Where's Scoops? You need like a festive hat. Where's Scoops? What happened to Scoops?
Oh, hey, Bun.
Uh-oh. Bunny rabbits. We got a bunny rabbit in here.
Hey, Bun. That was my bad.
kind of central to the room. And while wearing this jacket, I can't really get up at all. Dr. Ghoul's here. Oh, it's almost time for the show. Aren't you all excited for the show? Broadcasting live from Subbasement 27 deep in the heart of the Hypercube Laboratory. This is time for the show! Your weekly radio Hypercubist ministry update, providing you with all the Sub-Ether Network pylon updates that you need. So go ahead, grab your Pesium crystals, load them into your resonator pylons now, and let's start charging up with that beautiful psychoustic energy. It's time for my favorite part of the show! And that's busting to Cube News! All the news that's fit to Cube. I'm Dr. Fox, coming to you from the news desk. If you're watching on youtube.com/hypercubego, let us know how it sounds, and if you're in the Discord, please let us know how it sounds. We've been doing sound checks, and if you're able to see us on the live feed, then you can actually see everybody here. We've got a full house tonight. Joining us in the studio, we have Reverend Flux Rutenberg on the stick.
Greetings. Always coming in.
And Aster 6 in the back there. You can just wave ever so she doesn't want to be on camera, but she looks so good. The most beautiful woman in radio. Aww.
That's
And of course, it wouldn't be time for the show without everybody's favorite Hypercom satellite guest. Your friend and co-host and host of Time for the Show, it's Reverend Pease. Say hi, Pease. All right, while
we can't hear Peas.
I'm getting notes on metadata right now. I can't take. Don't give me notes on metadata right now. That's what we have to make sure. Is that we want to sound good. We can't hear Peas at all. And Peas, you're not lighting up. Did you hit the mute button on the microphone again? Well, while we wait for Peas to come in. Up.
Nope.
Hold on. Let's do the old duckaroo.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties away.
Drop in back. Okay. Supposed to come back in. So, yeah, we'll head on over into Cube News. The Fergan Friday shirts are finally getting pressed. Man, what a nightmare that has been.
Why is that?
How about now?
There we go. We can hear you now, Peas. Don't know where you went. Lower down that hyper. I was just telling the kids at home about the
Hi,
ease.
kids.
The ease, Peas. Can you tell us about the ease?
All I know is I don't have any E's. All I've had is
It's I, O's, and U's, right?
the miseries.
The what? Peas, let me explain to you misery. So, the day started off terrible. I'm not gonna go into detail. Anyway, I'm coming to Hypercube. I'm in a lift. I'm staring at the sun
A
as
poober.
a poober. And I'm staring into a sun. You know, I'm staring into the sun as one does. And so, long story short, I have severe eye damage, hence the shades. Now, you're going
But
to...
your piano playing has improved like threefold.
Well, whenever you're blind, you can just play better. I mean, check this out.
That's pleasant.
I mean, I don't even know what that was. But
That was
sounded cool.
just lightly tickling the daisies in a Mario game, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, go picking some peaches.
See, you just need... I need you to do me a favor for me, Peas. Can you see me, Peas?
I can see you.
Can you describe what is on my
Into your
shirt?
microphone, Reverend.
Can you describe what is on my shirt?
It's a beautiful Hypercube Laboratories, featuring a beautiful grayish off colored. It's a blending of all the colors in a sense. It's a grayish, but that's what you get when you mix Play-Doh all together. And it is a hypercube. These shirts, I might add, can be purchased. You too could have a beautiful shirt, handmade from the sweat of our own Dr. Fox's.
That's me.
Hands
Put
himself.
my
And it's-
sweat in every single one of them. I wear every shirt that I sell.
Well, that's why you should
And that
buy
was
it.
an excellent jacket to pair with that shirt because the two colors really blend and play off each other on the background that the shirt resides in.
What?
Does it, Peas? I thought it looked
It
like
does,
he
yes.
ran over a weatherman and stole his jacket.
No,
You're
it's
not
a good
supposed
jacket.
to.
I
Yeah, that's
feel
like,
that's
he's
close.
just a few shades off from like a chroma key green.
I mean,
Like
that's-
somebody's gonna end up like shopping out his head and putting him on top of Ivanka Trump's body, and that's just gonna be all kinds of weird deep fakes. You got to be careful
Well,
with that.
I
You're
don't
not
know
supposed to
about
wear
that.
green.
Well,
No houndstooth and no green.
we don't
I'm
have
not
a
wearing
chroma key
pants.
here.
I didn't know we were gonna be so fancy.
There is a dress code.
No,
though.
that's just production standards, Peas. Nobody wears pants during a production.
It's too hot to wear pants.
No, especially in here.
Yeah.
Do you see all of
All
the
the lights.
all the lights that we have
Wait, I can't
going
see.
in here, so you can just barely see us?
Hey, you look quite handsome today. You're more
Does that-
discerning
are
and
you-
adventurous
are you
looking with
saying
your.
that I don't
your-
look handsome other days, Peas?
Well, you had a rough couple of days last week, if I'm not mistaken.
Did I?
Maybe it was 10 days ago. It seemed like you might have had a rough couple of days, but now your rugged handsomeness has returned as if it had never been gone at all, and perhaps it never had been. Perhaps it was all
never
a
had,
figment.
but it had. Is that what? That's what
But-
you're
but-
saying? Because it's here now.
I'm saying perhaps it was all a figment of the bee's imagination.
Where was all of my manliness and testosterone within the last 10 days?
Well,
Well, I thought you.
Are you saying this is what it was? What are you trying to say,
it
Peas?
sounds like he's trying to
Well,
start a
Are you
fight
trying?
with you.
Yeah. You saying I'm like a wimp or something?
Wait a second.
No,
Wait
I'm
a
saying if you're not. You guys are not gonna let me say what I'm saying. What I'm
Are you-
saying
well,
is,
maybe
is
you
that
should
the
don't
only
think about
hair
what you're
on
about
your
to say.
entire domicile, all the hair on your entire domicile minus your eyebrows was gone, and it was a very different look for you. And
Was
it's
it?
not one that I was familiar with, so I was taken aback a little bit. And then, but I didn't mention it because I don't want to make it seem like a big deal. But now that you've got a little rugged Dr. Fox beard back, I feel like the world has been balanced yet again, and I feel better about things just in general, if I'm being honest.
You're boiling me. That's what you're doing, Peas.
No,
You're boiling me.
handsome.
You're not even gaslighting me. The gas is lit and it is burning, and my bucket of humility is just thanks. All of this.
that's
all
the
of
sweet.
This, all
That's
of this
the
is
sweet,
Waco.
colorless flame
Peas,
of
did you-
propane.
Okay, here's your math
That's-
question. Okay,
Go.
remembering Waco, February 28th, 1993. How many years ago was that? Go.
What was the year you gave?
1993.
It was 28 years ago.
Is that how many it is?
Yeah.
Judges? We're not going to give it to you this time.
No, how many years is it?
Oh no, I'm not doing kind of stuff like that.
I mean, I think he
Twenty-
might.
That's the kind of stuff you throw out to the.
I think he might be right on this.
28 years, dude.
Yeah,
I'm absolutely
he's
right.
right on
Are you
that.
sure?
Yeah.
But it's February 28th. We've also had so that means we've had a couple of leap years since then. So there's a couple extra days.
Yeah, so it's probably.
So you're
like,
probably off by 2 weeks.
Nah. I'd say 3.
Yeah, I'll
3
go with that.
weeks.
You were
That's
off by 3 weeks.
Yeah. About a
leap
month.
years.
You
leap
didn't
years
factor-
count the same as regular years. The question was phrased in how many years. The answer in how many years is 28.
So it's
28 from what?
From now.
What's now?
Yeah, are you talking about like right now? You can never
The,
truly.
the
say
end's part of the
now.
question. The end's part of the question.
So what
It
year
was a
is?
two-phased word question.
Okay, what year
Knowing
is?
what year it is now, and then knowing what year you were referencing, and subtracting the two, the denominator I'm left with is my sum. It's my answer. That's how you cipher.
You know, David Koresh was going to open up a chicken wing restaurant for the Blue Cheese and Ranch Davidians.
Listen, that's
That's a good one.
You know
He
what?
was
You know
a-
what? You know what they were
he's a
saying. You know
really
those.
good tipper.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
a
Those
good
wings were
tipper.
smoking. Watch out! That sauce was red hot.
You can tell it was a good place because cops went there all the time.
Really had quite the
They'd
following.
fly in. Is it
They
28
burned the
years
place to the
since
ground.
Waco? More like wacko, am I right? Yeah. Yeah, Dr. Cosmac sent me some of that news.
I guess
no.
I guess the thing to know about me is because I have some learning disabilities, is that my whole life is a series of word.
Yeah,
math
your head's on
problems.
these massive crutches.
It is true. Look at they're here. Oh, what a terrible day I've had, Dr. Fox.
What happened to you, Peas? Do you need to tell me about
No, I don't.
it? You don't? We
No,
didn't
it's
even-
just Facebook drama.
You
It's
know,
some Facebook.
caring is
Okay.
sharing.
Yeah, what happened, Peas?
What happened? You can. This is.
Well,
Think of us as your confidant. Anything
this
goes.
this one guy decided to turn this one thing into like, oh, you shouldn't have posted this because people are dying of COVID, and it really didn't have anything to do with the post. But he just started going on, and my kook alert that Ivan Stang gave me for Christmas in the year 1934, when we went back in time to rally for prohibition. We came back, and he taught me how to tell out the kook. So I muted the guy for 24 hours in the Church of the Subgenius trademark Facebook page. So he proceeded to like write me this really long, why did you mute me? And it's 8 o'clock in the morning. I go, because. Well, he flips out. He sends me like 20 DMs. I need to explain myself. He needs an explanation of why he's not allowed to, when it was a political
Oh, you
statement.
need to explain yourself. He doesn't need to explain himself to you.
Yes. He would appreciate if I would respond to him. And then I said, the only other thing I said, yeah, I really don't need your appreciation, but thanks anyway. And so finally I told the guy, I said, it's self-evident why you're muted. Look at this whole fucking thread that you wrote me, like 30 DMs in 15 minutes. And these are not like 2-word things. They're fucking paragraphs long. They're like letters. And so then the other admins on the page, they start texting me, and they're like, hey, is this dude like texting you? Because I've got like 30. So I banned him and blocked him, and then I made a poll. This is where it gets me mad. In the Subgenius page, I hadn't blocked him yet, and one of the people in the poll said, because I'm like, should we ban this guy or what should we? One of the people in the poll said, no, you should send him a box of used dildos. Well, he writes me, and he's like, you're trying to dox me because sending someone, like, I'm actually gonna go find dildos, which I would add are quite expensive. And to have like a whole box of them,
They're about 30
that's a
bucks
lot
a
of
pop.
product.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
those
that's,
are-
I think
that's
that's
for
something for
cheap
Pack
shit,
Slack to
cheap
get
ones.
into, is maybe
Yeah.
just shipping boxes of
And
dildos
then-
to people.
I think
Then
it could,
you're
it's
talking
There's a
about
pack of
you've
Slack
gotta-
for you.
you gotta use them. You gotta use them, right? So that's time out of your day.
I mean,
And then you're gonna pack all those up and then find out where this guy lives because he got muted in Facebook. So he's all like, this isn't. So I banned him. Well, Animal calls me up, she doesn't think that sub-genius people are the ones who carry the torches. I shouldn't have mocked him in the public forum, and that the poll request about saying send him a box of used dildos was an attempted dox. Someone could interpret it like that. So she unbans him and lets him back fucking in.
Oh no, that's just
And
trouble right there.
I'm like,
You should
I'm like,
ban
why would you
her.
do that? That's like, well, I did for a little while.
Good,
I
yeah.
took away your admin powers.
Yeah, dude.
But then she calls me up and she says, she says this thing about the sub-genius community that's true on one hand, but it's not true online at all.
Remember, we have to sell tickets.
And what
the
the
next
thing
day.
is, I know, but I think this draws the folks in, knowing there'll be this kind of built-in drama.
Yeah, dude. People
When we're
wanna
all
see
together performing, everybody does get along really, really well for the
Do
most
they?
part.
Do
There is
they?
many times, whatever, as far as you know.
that. You get to see.
But
what
online,
happens.
it's a different thing. So I have to explain myself to Animal, who's telling me how I'm doxing somebody because there's a threat to send them a box of dildos. And I said, no, you don't get
Well,
it.
does somebody have his
That's
address?
No, and it was not. It's just they're gonna mail him something, like a little joke mail something, and he's. This is how you know the guy's a kook, because he flips out about that, and it's a long time. So she's like, no, it's definitely a sub-genius. We should never be the ones with the torches. People with torches come after us, which is some truth to that. I get that.
Just a smidge.
But she's like, we need to be better sub-geniuses than this. And I'm thinking to myself, no, this is a bullshit Facebook group where 90% of the people, 99% of the people don't bother to participate in any way, shape, or form.
I mean,
And fuck this guy.
It is-
Fuck this guy. Fuck
it's-
Facebook.
but he's
It's like, how can you
participating,
be
and
so
you're muting
butthurt?
him.
it's the internet. Like,
Why
I
are
mean,
you
fuck it.
being so oppressive, Peas?
Yes, that's why am I not? She told me, why do I not use
The
my
big O
powers
for
good?
Peas. The big O.
But you know Animal, and it's like, so I'm trying to listen to her. And so I told her I would reflect upon what she said, and when I had an answer, I would get back to her, because I didn't want to give her suggestion such, just by making a flip answer right away. But I'm still struggling. Now, here's the thing that pisses me off. This is a fucking Facebook group that I don't even like being a part of because it's so fucking stupid. And I've spent like 3 hours of my day dealing with this one jerk. That even I have to tell her,
3
why
hours
are you
of your
undoing
day?
what other admins do?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's more time than you would use using
That's
the
the time
dildos.
that you're supposed to be eating your pescetti before the show.
Well, no, I mean, you guys got to remember something. I do things simultaneously. So while I'm spending 3 hours doing this, I could be doing something else for 3 hours at the same time, because that comes from being a master of time and space and not thinking. And if you take the meager crumbs of knowledge that are given you into the Church of Subgenius and then apply the logical foundation of true wisdom that is hypercubism, well, then you've got something, folks. Then you've got powers, okay? Then you've got the ability to build pylons and not get ripped off for sunglasses. Don't think about things that bother you or anything at all, and eat your parents. It's such a simple, easy thing to do when you have the proper foundation and educational materials that are available to you at our wonderful website. Dr. Fox, tell them where they can get those great materials.
You can get all of those materials and more, including 3D replicas of the Hypercube model for Journeyman Psychic Training, and even some cool music and some threads from our new line, Fox Threads. It's F-A-U-X. You get it? It's funny. Yeah. That was earlier in the Cube News segment that the Fergan Friday shirts were rolling through, and so those pre-orders are being filled, and I thank everybody for their patience.
An entire rail car of shirts was delivered for the Fergan Fridays.
And we got Negative at Night shirts printing too, and they look
That came in
really
oil
good.
tank.
They look really good. Yeah, I've got a variety of shirts.
They look like negatives.
They're coming through. Which Negative at Night, good show. Thursdays at 10:30.
That is a good show.
Live
He's
banter
a good
starts
guy.
at
I
11.
like.
They're funny.
The
They got
audience
some
seems to
banter
like him.
going on. Yeah, he's a good guy.
So yeah, that and more like Wacko. Am I right? That was the
That was the joke?
that was my news feed from Cosmac. Which if you haven't followed one, oh man, I need to check his YouTube username. He's been writing articles for RC planes. He he did an air coupe,
Yeah.
and he's
Didn't
been
he
doing.
recently get his pilot's license?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
Cosmic's a
No,
pilot, and he's
no.
building planes.
you know what that deserves?
and we're gonna.
Do you know what happened though? You know where this all motivated him? He was in a plane crash in the desert in Africa, and he had to use his remote control
Uh-oh.
airplane knowledge to piece together a flyable aircraft from the wreckage of his own plane and an old World War II bomber that they had found. And so he was able, with the help of some Australians and Henry Fonda, surprisingly enough, he was able to get this plane off the ground, and they were able to fly back to the oil fields to safety. And since he's done that, he's decided he should get a real pilot's license, and which he's
Now-
accomplished. Cosmac's
They
Commandos
basically just
is
handed
now
it to him.
airborne.
I mean,
Yeah, here you go.
why
Yeah,
were they
you can
going into
fly.
the oil fields though?
Why were
Well,
there
he has-
Well, it was a bit of a
yes.
greasy situation.
Yeah.
Mm,
He has activities and
He's got
fellowships that he has to attend that he doesn't like to talk about.
acquaintances, Yes.
Maybe shouldn't have mentioned.
Well, there you go.
You
Pete.
shouldn't.
Fantastic. Good
I won't.
going.
Which brings me to my favorite
Those
part of the
silkworms
show.
don't run themselves. Those silkworms don't run themselves, my friend.
It's the Piezo box. Do we have the Piezo box theme? Hold
Oh,
on.
yes,
Let's see.
yes.
He's gonna push the button.
Which one's
comes
that?
the best part.
Yeah.
It's the Piezo box where we answer your actual letters to Time for the Show. If you have a letter, make sure to send it to email at timefortheshow.com. We're going to throw it over to Aster 6 with the mailbag.
Yo. All right. So yeah, we got a couple of letters for the show today. So let's see. We got Dear Show. Now that Mr. Potato Head is gender neutral, are the Toy Story movies bigotry and should be canceled? This is from Anna Heimlich from Apple Bottom, Nebraska.
Well, if they call it bigotry, they can use like a lot of the same fonts for the Toy Story logo, so they can just keep it. They can just keep it that way, and it'll look sharp. Just bigot story, just bigotry story. Are you excited about gender neutral potatoes, peas? Interestingly enough, I heard there was a potato shortage. That's the inside
I feel-
scoop, and now all
well,
of a sudden,
that's the reason why is because they don't want to buy a they potato.
Here's the thing. As long as I'm getting
get
the
confused
parts
by it.
for the potato out of each box, I feel like I'm getting more toy for my dollar. Because a lot of times you get the gender Mr. Potato Head. Well, you've only got like male clothes, this and that. And if you gotta get the lady potato head, well, then she's got the lady lips and all that stuff. But if they're gonna make the potato head just like potato person, I feel like you're gonna have all those other plug-in options for that potato. So the reality is, it's almost like you're gonna get two toys, potentially 6 or 7 if you really have
The
that thought process
imagination,
about
yeah.
it.
You
Yeah,
know what? I agree
it's
with you,
just-
Peas. That is
It's an
that is
economic toy. I think you're
Yeah.
going to be more value for your buck.
it's also going to
Yeah.
make taking
got a
all the pieces out
pansexual
of the
potato
butt
head.
a lot more exciting.
Yeah. Look, give me. Get, I got
Thank you.
pansexual potato head myself, and it was really cool.
Oh yeah, mashed potato head. Yeah. Take your meds, kids.
Dropped as a baby potato head.
I was got the big dent in the forehead. He's got 3 eyes.
Talks like Don Rickles. He's 3 years old. Talks like Don Rickles.
Who's Don Rickles? Jesus. Peas.
He's a old
Come up
white
with
guy
something
that
more
does jokes about
contemporary.
different types of people, and he was really funny. He's probably still funny,
That
but
sounds.
he would be canceled, I think.
Yeah, that sounds problematic. Let's not go
He's
there.
hanging low. He's hanging low. He's hanging low.
Well, that's good.
Rolling low.
So how would this man speak?
Yeah, baby Don
Oh,
Rickles.
I
Yeah,
can't
baby
really-
Don Rickles.
Can't. No, Potato Head Don Rickles.
Baby Potato Head.
Potato Head. Yeah, baby Potato Head
Baby
Don Rickles.
Head. You just gotta say something like slightly
Well, he'd have
anti-Semitic.
okay. If John Rickles has a pretty
In an
classic
adorable
old
voice.
white guy to New York voice.
So you.
Yeah, it's okay. He can say it.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
a kosher potato.
He's a Latka. Latka head.
Mr. Latka Head. I like that. I'll have to put that on Pack Slack for the Hanukkah special. All right, another letter.
Latka
Oh, yeah.
person.
Yeah, we got another letter. Okay, bear with me. Dear show, do you think some men dislike nice and down-to-earth women? Most men prefer bitchy and mean ratchet women. Is this true? Why nice and kind women always get used and abused? It goes on like that.
Well, when you're down to earth, it's kind of hard to pick you back up all the time. I'll give
Is
my-
that the whole letter?
There's way more, but she just keeps using the word ratchet over and over and over again.
Do the public a favor and read the rest of the letter.
I'm gonna read the rest of the letter. But I see bitchy and ratchet women get to be respected and loved properly by weak men who get to be manipulated by them. Fake women knows how to use a man, but real women get used by them. Is this true? Most men find bitchy and ratchet women appealing than kind women. That's from Toyota Jackson, Dealer Arms, Ohio.
Good old Dealer Arms.
You
So
know,
this is interesting. This is interesting because this is the rare sighting of the female incel.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And,
Oh yeah. Yes.
This
Yeah.
is it's a much rarer species. It's a much rarer species than the male. And strangely enough, unlike birds, the female has the better plumage in this subspecies. But here's the thing. Usually superficial men that aren't worth having are drawn to the women that you are talking about. So what really sounds to me that your problem is that you are surrounding yourself with superficial and suck ass guys. If you had a better quality a male friend around you, you might find that you'd find exactly what it is that you're looking for. Maybe there's a club or something you could join and just maybe get
There's
out
a
more and
place you can
expand
go.
your social circle. This is really more of a your problem than a man problem, really. Especially, as a woman and what you're saying. If you are all the traits and wonderfulness that you're espousing in your letter, the only solution can be is that you've surrounded yourself with idiots.
Yeah, and you
Or
didn't
you
say
lied in the
anything
letter.
about how hot
Or
the
you lied
bitchy
in the
women
letter.
were. Yeah, you totally left out like the most important part, like any scale of 1 to 10. All right, one more.
One more. Yeah.
You could tell they were hot because of how she described them.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, bitchy and
Ratchet.
ratchet. Yeah.
Ratchet. That's just another term for
Maybe it was hatchet.
donkalicious.
Yeah,
Maybe-
exactly.
Maybe she meant to say hatchet and spell check fixed it for her
Yeah,
every time.
every-
Spell
Yeah,
check's
it was
like,
actually
"Oh,
all
hatchet,
juggalo
that's-
beasts.
All right, dear show, why are humans overpopulated? Are we not supposed to be here or something? I just don't understand how there are too many humans on Earth. Are we just having a crap load of sex or something? There's no such thing as overpopulated tigers or cockroaches. I feel like the term overpopulated means something that's unnatural or not
not
supposed to
true.
be happening. But that's but that's inevitable as long as people keep having sex. So I don't understand how it is happening. Jesus. To just us people and no other animals. Like today, an abundance people litter that's bad and natural, we have a shit ton of trash in our oceans because of it. Humans being born from procreation, which is literally what our bodies are designed to do, just as bad. Holy shit.
Bad.
Tammy Faye Red Corvette, North Carolina.
New Carolina.
New Carolina.
I guess. No, who was that from?
Tammy Faye.
No, they should have just not been born. I think is the point that they were trying to get.
What
at.
she didn't say was how hot they were.
Anybody that's named Tammy Faye, you can tell that her parents were evangelicals.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Are you sure of that?
You know, that's
But-
like
But didn't they?
I'm fairly
Rather
certain. Yeah, I'm going to
presumptuous
say
of you,
that's a.
Peas.
I'm going to say it's a statement of fact. But again,
I thought it would
the
be something
problem
more like,
is-
you know, any time that you have the letter Y in your first and middle or last name, I think also constitutes like a check on like how many dimples in your electric scooter seat there are.
So you're saying Yvette Yives Yosemite is a little bit of a poser.
Only in the sense that they totally use the cart that the Walmart provides for them, and they didn't bring their own.
Ooh.
I'd like to break the fourth wall of the show for a minute and just mention how proud I am that I can come up with 3 names that started with Y.
That was pretty good, Peas.
So, fourth wall, back up.
Okay.
Now back to our favorite part of the show.
Yeah, it's my favorite part of the show. I can't see the board. What comes up next? Oh man, look at that! I
Is
think
It a
it's
Band?
time for Is It a Band?
It's
Did we
Is
have
It
the
a Band?
Did we have the Is It a Band jam?
Oh yeah.
While I get the song ready for our commercial break. So you're listening to Time for the Show. It's time for my favorite part of the show. It's Is It a Band? And I'm gonna ask Aster Six. Did you happen to look this one up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
So we'll know. I haven't looked it up. So we'll have it. Where'd it go? Where did our beat go?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, just keep that beat going.
Sorry.
This week's band name is Racist Shit. That's RACISTSHIT. Racist Shit.
Are they from Minnesota?
Well, we'll find out if they're a band when we come back with more Time for the Show. You're listening live on freethinkradio.com and youtube.com/hypercubego. BRB!
tea. Pink boy, bland normal, or is it true? You're not. You're one of us, one of the mutants. With just a little nudge from this mutant tea, you will become a subgenius. One of the chosen mutants. Chosen mutants. Supreme mutants. Superior mutants. The highest, most high of all. The best of the best. So let's see, what do we have? We have J.R. Bob Dobbs, the living Slackmaster, and his part-time residence here in Dobbstown. Now, friends, I want you to listen to my voice. I want you to take in what I have to say, because what I have to say is very important. Do you know why it's very important? It's because I have right thought! No, I do not have right thought. I have mutant thought. So, do not listen to me, drink this mutant tea, and get your head out of your own... Third eye. Third eye.
You're listening to Time for the Show, a production of Hypercube Labs. Find out more at hypercubego.com. When we first went to our commercial or song break, we haven't even done that yet. So we did the Is It a Band? We're kind of come back with that. You know what? You got that soap music?
Oh, you need me to switch it up?
Yeah, why don't we
Okay,
switch it up.
Let me hit it with
I'm gonna grab some of this soap here. Peas has some soap. Yeah. Because did you know that you were a disgusting monster? Filthy, like a reprobate. And that's probably because you're doing more than reprobating. You're like peas. That's why we take care of ourselves. And we use only the finest in personal hygiene products for your chamber of excremeditation. And that would be Triology Soaps. Handmade by Lord Ferg himself. These soaps forged in the furnaces of subgenius yetis from across the world. It's a global initiative to get your ass smelling clean. So don't wait. Go to packslack.com and order your Triology soaps today. That's packslack.com. Packslack.com, the new home of Triology soaps. And it wouldn't be time for the show without my favorite part of the show. It's time for the shout outs. Yeah. You ready for that part?
Yeah, maybe. Let me get it.
We're gonna
No.
Peas is the top of the month. That means
Top of the
everybody.
month to you.
Why don't you
My God, should be God. smells so clean with me charity soap surrounding me around me office here at the Subcube Hypercube Annex here in Las Vegas, Utah. Oi, be going and be gone with you.
Wait, I
What
thought we were
accent was
doing-
that?
Wait, what? I
Was that Irish McPeas or was that Scottish McPeas?
It's Australian.
that was just god awful. Let's do the shout outs.
Why don't
Spot
we,
on, man.
Peas?
Spot
Why don't
on.
you open a what's your fortune for this month? If you're a Patreon member, what's your fortune? Crack open that Peas fortune cookie. What do you got for him this month, Peas?
Well, this month is full of surprises, and there will be 3 shenanigans that will come your way. The first surprise, I can't tell you because then it wouldn't be a surprise. But as for the shenanigans, of which there'll be 3, you will enjoy one, be okay with the second, and downright displeased with the third. This is your fortune.
Big shout outs to Big Bad Bob South, Caller 23, Dr. Cosmac, Michael Marcus, Reverend Couchsloth, Trenchy, Scalpod, Apostasy X Nord, Brother Other, Hazel the Windmills, Agent Lloyd, Martha Artha, Negative at Night, Long Dead, Reverend 80, and Reverend Loch Ness. You can get a shout out by doing exactly what these people do, and that's supporting our independent program by going to patreon.com/hypercube. It's that easy. All right. When we left for our song break and before we wrapped up all of our shout outs for this week, thank you again, everybody. Every month, just a couple of dollars really does help us go a long way. Not only do we have to, maintain the ridiculous bandwidth capacity to bring you this show every week, not just to say to keep the lights on, but we have the satellite facility that we're making the shirts in, and that's where pretty much all the funds are going. So if you've got $5 a week is
It's just $5.
it's barely anything. Like
I
you spend at least $5 a week going through a drive-through. I'm asking you for $5 a month.
That's the price of one cheeseburger at McDonald's. Oh, sorry, we can't say that.
Yeah, you can't say
If you
that
forego,
on the radio.
Sorry.
if you forgoed one gas station vending machine that dispensed condoms, just one
So I
just
can't
one.
say
a month,
anymore.
then you
Not
would
on the
have
air.
what you would
All
need
right.
to support Patreon. Okay, you have what you need to support time for the show. So the next time you thoughtlessly put that $5 into that gas room vending machine and maybe get yourself some naughty pictures or a French tickler, which is just a fancy condom, dude. Don't let the curiosity get the better of you. Remember, we would have spent that money much better for you.
Yeah,
and
we
you
would have gotten
would
the
have
German
derived more
ticklers.
pleasure from it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
and you would have
spiky.
derived more pleasure from it than those vending machines will give you. That's right. Peas and Fox, better than a gas station vending machine.
Do they still have those out in Las Vegas? Because those all kind of disappeared down here.
Oh, they got him.
Like you have to
They
go.
got 'em.
You
You
have
can
to go
get-
like to the truck stop
Yeah.
Yeah.
to see something like
The
that.
one where they put a hole on your card.
Do,
for like
do you know where they have them?
$200?
Strangely enough,
I see them.
They
I
have
see them.
'em in
That
the
they'll take
spot-
change.
They'll take change.
no, but this is
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have found them
Nothing says hygiene
spots
like dipping some
where
coins
you know
in there.
they're not going to be used. Like the strip clubs have them, and I'm like, this is the worst place to have one of these. Nobody here is going to use one of these.
I don't
$5
know.
condoms.
Did you
Dude.
see Tammy over at the bar? She was making eyes at you. I think you could
Yeah, this
totally
is-
nail it, dude.
these are the
I think you could
totally
nail it.
Or they sell the little packet of Arnoir Axe spray,
Ooh.
and
The packets.
or you get like this little Yeah, or you get like a little booklet. And sometimes on the old time machines, you didn't know what you were going to get because they came in. So you'd have to like, if you needed that condom real bad, you might have to go through a bunch of dollars getting a bunch of perfume and dirty pictures that you didn't need. Well, you probably would need the dirty.
I remember
pictures 'cause
trying to
that
get them
condom
as a
wasn't
kid.
doing
You know,
anything
you're
for you.
you're in the truck stop bathroom on the long trip, and so you just want to know what the hell's in there.
Yeah.
And
What's
you
that
just
for?
get goofy shit that you don't know. Yeah, exactly. What is this for? Like the first time you get like a truck stop. Several
Should
things.
I be wearing one of these all the time?
It says it'll
Is this
protect
something
me.
my parents didn't tell me? Yeah, maybe I should have been wearing these all the time. I go to school. I wonder if all the other kids are wearing one.
Yeah, you just fill it up with
That
pee,
would be
and
my fear.
there you go.
When
You
I
have-
got
you
the
have to
first
change
one I
it out
got a hold
every-
of is I stole my dad's, and I didn't know what to do with it. So I think every kid does this the first time they come across one. I didn't know, like, this is weird. It feels. I'm gonna fill it up with water, and I was amazed at how much water. I mean, this thing when it broke, it filled up half of a kid's swimming pool.
Oh yeah, those
it
things
was
are
so much
massive.
water, man.
You got to get the Magnum sizes,
So-
and you got to see how
Yeah,
big.
I
those-
always
Next
have
time,
big-
next time you
I
should
have
probably
mad
get one that he
respect for
hasn't
guys
used.
Guys that say, "Oh, I broke that condom." I'm like, man, I saw 50 gallons of water go into a condom. I don't know how you could break it. That guy must be doing some kind of special love making that I don't know about.
yeah,
One of
you
them
wouldn't know
tantric
about it.
sting kind of love making. Well, I like to think I'm pretty mediocre, and
Oh, come on,
but
Pease.
I've heard about a lot of things.
Talk yourself
You
up,
know,
Pease.
knowing all the different ways, knowing all the different ways doesn't mean you're good at any of them.
I
I
mean,
know lots about science, but I'm not a scientist.
well, I just hope that
Not with that attitude.
you're a healthy man and
And a handsome boy.
and a handsome boy, and I guess that's Pease for you. Folks. That's all.
Pease, do you have a quick story for us this week? Or should we run right straight into the proving grounds?
We should run right into the proving grounds.
All right, where's that proving grounds music? It's time for my favorite part of the show. It's proving grounds, where we're going to go through this week's headlines and we're going to try and make jokes as quickly as possible.
Hey,
So
wait a
this
minute.
can
I
be
gotta ask you a question first, though. The digression into the condom thing, is that what you were talking about? Should we not have done that? Because I was trying to
No,
do
it
better
stayed
this week.
classy. You
Uh,
kept it
It stayed
highbrow.
classy. All right.
You
All
did
right,
good,
good.
Pease.
All right, let's go.
Otherwise, we would have
Part of
buzzed
the
you.
show.
All right, let's head over to Aster 6 with the proving grounds. What do we got?
Did you want to do the? Is it a band?
Oh,
you-
did we not do that from earlier?
No.
Yeah,
We didn't
kinda-
do
we
it.
kinda
We didn't
rushed
do it.
over
We're so
it.
excited.
yeah. It's the show's been moving tonight.
Yeah.
We're in sexy mode too. We brought all the lights down.
Mm-hmm.
So this week's Is It a Band was racist shit. Pease, what do you think?
This could go a lot of different ways. It could be like a really woke band that's trying to be ironic, but woke people are really bad at irony, so I'm not sure that really holds water. It seems to me like it could be one of those like white supremacist militia bands that they have. Like there's a whole skinhead brand of records that all the different genres,
man,
but
we're
like
racist shit.
So I could see like racist shit being a white supremacist.
They're actually my
punk
favorite
rock
Kinks
band.
cover band.
Yeah. So this is a tough one. I'm gonna say in these trying racially charged times, it is not a band.
Not a band? Okay, we're locking Pease in for a no. What do you say, Flux Rutenberg? Is racist shit a band?
Let me just. This is how I think racist shit would sound like if they were a band.
All right, give us a taste. Yeah. A little bit.
shit coming to your town.
Okay, we better stop now.
Yeah, no, and that's why it's not a band because it's
What
terrible.
rhymes with town?
Because it's just exactly.
I don't know. I'm gonna give you guys.
It's a bad.
I'm gonna give you guys the boot, and I'm gonna say yes. Racist shit is a band, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to them. And I forget which one's the.
That
We'll
sounds
lock that
right.
one in.
Yeah, that sounds.
We'll just
right.
lock that one in.
Yeah.
All right, big reveal. Racist shit.
Oh yeah. So racist shit is not a band.
Ooh.
It's the times we live in.
Yeah, it would be cancelable like that, you know, like.
Have a heart for racist
That.
shit. Come on.
Oh.
All
sorry.
right. Let's get back to those
There we go.
headlines.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So
There is a performance artist though that is a racist that takes his shit on the stage. So, but it's not a band.
Well, what's his name?
Her shitrot.
Good God.
oh
All right,
my
so-
God.
You're setting yourself up for him, two-piece. Hair shit. Oh,
Her
you.
shitrot.
Oh, you bend. I'll give myself a two for that one.
That was a good one.
All right, what do we got?
Alrighty, so starting with the news, we've got a former French president in jail for corruption.
Only serve Swiss cheese during inmate mealtime. Because they're French.
I tried to call the doctor after my corruption was longer than 4 hours.
That's pretty good, too.
C'est la vie.
All right. Got another one?
Tokyo is asking.
French corruption.
Hello, doctor. It is me, President of France, formerly. I've had a corruption for 4 hours. What should I do?
Okay. Tokyo asks China to stop anal swab tests for their citizens.
Tokyo asks China to stop anal swab tests on its citizens. Claims their robots do a better
Japanese-
job.
Japanese minister is already concerned with Japanese population.
They're milking them. All right, what we got?
More Canadians in
Swab
favor.
somewhere productive. Swab somewhere productive.
Man.
Not even gonna touch that one there.
Two.
You totally like just tire tracks over me, man.
We'll give him another one.
All right,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. All right. Canadian citizens at an all-time high wanting to break with monarchy.
Oh, I didn't hear the first part.
Canadian citizens at all-time high want to break from the monarchy.
Medical marijuana rises in the provinces.
Red leaves and green, huh?
Oh, nice.
That's all
Nice
we got.
volley back.
You know, Canada never made much sense.
Is
to
anal
me.
swab a band?
Oh, right back to. There we go. Yeah. Wait, no. What?
Put it on the list.
Any more headlines?
These cues
Oh,
are
yeah.
just so off.
What else we got?
Falling sperm counts on list of risk to human continuation.
One more time?
Falling sperm counts now highest on list for the danger of the human species.
Well, yeah, if you keep letting them fall, they're...
Keep wasting the sperms.
I would have
I would have thought Eric Idle would be right.
Yeah, be responsible. You've got the future in the palm of your hands. All right.
Yeah.
One more?
Chinese military vows to not lose a single inch of ancestors' land.
Again, immediate anal testing of COVID.
And that's the proving grounds. Yeah. Good job, Peas. Brought it back home.
That was a good one because it circled back. It's a
Yeah,
circle
yeah,
back
it's
in
a
the knees.
call
That's
back.
a hard one
Yeah,
to do.
Yeah,
Yep. Call back in the bit with the news.
yeah. People
That's
are loving it.
Level 1 radio.
Not.
Falling sperm counts.
Oh my God! It's raining men.
It's the Chinese Mountain
Dark
Dew
Mark
conspiracy.
jumps.
So that's the new
Spermicide
Q1.
sales plummet. Spermicide sales plummet. Oh, I should have said that.
What are they doing with all of those swabs when they're done? Oh, I know what they're doing.
get to
They're
take-
pulling. Yeah, they pull
Lo
all the.
mein.
They pull the cotton. They pull the cotton
Lo
tips
mein,
off
brother.
and they pack them into chopsticks.
Oh.
Very economical.
You'll be thinking about that the next time you got a little bowl of General Tso's in front of you. Choppy, choppy. All right, Peas, it's time for my favorite part of the show. Where you apologize for the show.
Already?
Yeah, already.
Wow. Well, let me.
Zipped
All
through.
right. 1, 2, 3, and. Oh, damn it. My cues are way off today.
Kind of,
I'm
gotta straighten
sorry.
out your carts, son.
Yeah. Okay. So round 2.
Carts.
1, 2, 3, and. Go ahead.
All right.
Apologize.
Peas apologize.
So, we're gonna apologize for some aspects of the show, but overall, I'm not gonna apologize a lot about the show because I think tonight's show was a good show. If you liked the show, then I sure as know I liked it. But if you didn't like it, I still had a good time doing it, and I'm sure that Fox did too. What a wonderful show that we've been doing, and it's just finally great to get some really things off our chest with helping the kids with the letters and getting our witty answers to the news. And some of them were even wittier than before. We kept it cleaner and funnier, and there was less rum involved. And these are all good things, I think, in the long run, kids. If you didn't like this show, you can blame Sailor Jerry's Rum, who refused to continue their sponsorship of the show. And I probably shouldn't have said their name because now Fox is going to have to bleep it out because we go on YouTube. This is just so difficult to remember all these different things when you're running a media empire that is Hypercube. But here's the thing. If you want to hear more apologies and you want to hear more things that we're going to be sorry about, I can just guarantee it. By not thinking, we're almost never sorry, but we say that we are. But to hear those apologies and more of the crazy antics and blathering banter that goes on for time for the show, you'll just have to stay tuned and come back next week. That's our show, kids. We hope you liked it.
Oh, Peas, that was so good. Yeah, I think we did it all right. You sticking around for some chopping block, or you taking off, Peas? We haven't even talked about X Day.
Yep, we'll do a little bit of chopping block, but then I gotta go do some stuff.
All right, everybody. So make sure that you stick around in our Discord chat over at freethinkradio.com. That's where you can hear Dr.
the better
Fox's
show.
chopping block. And it's exclusively on freethinkradio.com because we can play music there that we can't play on YouTube. But if you're watching on YouTube, please remember to like and subscribe to Hypercube Go. And head to www.timefortheshow.com to subscribe to our podcast. Yeah, so you can catch up on all of the audio renditions of the show. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. My name's Dr. Fox.
It's
You've been
not good
listening
radio.
live to Time for the Show. Reverend Flux Frutenberg on the stick. Aster 6 on the note cards tonight. I don't know what I'm not smoking anything or drinking anything. I'm just dying to get to the next part. And Reverend Peas, of course. And thanks again to everybody over at freethinkradio.com And everybody in the chat, like Elvis Martini, Hazel of the Windmills, Dr. Ghoul. Who else is in there? More shout outs. Martha Artha was in there. Ferg was in there. Yeah, you guys are floating around in there. You some good boys. We'll see you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.